Awesome. We're going to try number 3. By the way, you guys, you should be pausing the videos, trying it on your own, and then like going through steps, not just waiting for me to do it, right? Yeah, you're right, Miss Talbot. Okay, highlight this one. We're looking at this, and it says solve. That means solve for x. So again, you can either use distributive property here, or you can divide by 7 as your first step. I'm going to use distributive property because I think that's what most people would do, even though dividing by 7, I think, saves you a little time. But I'm going to use distributive property because I think that's what most people would do. So 7 times x and 7 times 3. And that equals 49. To solve for x, take away 21 from both sides, and that will give us 28. Be all good, and divide both sides by 7, and you get x is equal to 4. Whew. Okay, so now, B, write a formula to give any solution. So again, you're doing the same thing. You're solving for x. So I'm going to solve this one the same way I did in part A. So I'm going to use distributive property first. So that's a times x, and then a times b is equal to c. And if I want to solve for x, right, I'm solving for x. So I'm trying to get x on one side. There's my x. So I'm going to take away AB from both sides. And you get AX is equal to C minus AB. So now again, I'm trying to solve for x, right? So it's over here being multiplied by an a. So the opposite of multiplying by a is to divide by a. So I'm going to divide both sides by a. And when I divide both sides by a, those cancel out. And you're just left with x is equal to c minus a times b, all divided by a. So that's our super awesome formula. Then we go down here, and you have to figure out what your a, your b, and your c is. So again, my 7 is in the same spot as my a. So we think that a is equal to 7. Our b says plus b and a plus 3. So that means our b is equal to 3. And then lastly, our c is in the same spot as the 49. So our c is equal to 49. And then now you're going to just plug that in your handy dandy, super awesome, easy peasy formula over here. And you get C, which is 49, minus A times B, so that's 7 times 3, all divided by A, which is 7. So you have to do the math on that. X is equal to 49 minus 21, all divided by 7, and that is 28. Sorry, 49 minus 21 is 28 over 7, which gives you, okay, this is super sloppy work, sorry, x is equal to 4. I ran out of room. Yay, they match, see? 4, see 4, 4, and 4. They match, and they're supposed to, because you're just solving the equation 2 different ways.